I'm Randy Picht with the Reynolds Journalism Institute. With all the challenges facing news organizations in today's competitive and rapidly changing environment, digital news preservation may not be top of mind. Our guest today argues that it should be. As Digital Curator of Journalism here at RJI, Edward McCain and a team of University of Missouri-based researchers have recently completed 18 months of research into how the current policies and practices at news organizations affect the digital first draft of history. Welcome, Ed.
Thanks, Randy.
So you talk about born digital content. What are we talking about?
By born digital, we mean content that originated on a computer chip or a sensor, not something that was scanned from a physical object like a newspaper page or magnetic tape. So it was born digital. Preservation means the ability to access information for as long as you want or need to.
News organizations have been saving their content, their digital content, but why has this become a big issue now?
Well, from our visits to 24 newsrooms in the United States, we learned that news organizations generally do try to save some of their content. Previously used content provides valuable background for news stories, can also be an evergreen source of revenue. But if that content is to remain accessible and usable, more needs to be done, including keeping original high-resolution photos and video, or adding the right metadata about what rights the organization has for later usage.
Yeah, so lots of things to think about there. And one thing is the role of technology in all of this. So what did you learn about that?
Well, technology is a big thing in the news business. One of our main findings was that the content management system, the CMS, often is called on to do double duty as a preservation system. Now, most CMSs are not designed with long-term access in mind. For that, a digital asset management system, a DAM or MAM, is generally a better choice. Although some of the leading CMS vendors are beginning to include DAM options in their offerings.
So what would you say is the key factor in successful preservation of digital content?
Of all the factors affecting success in preserving born digital news content, our research team found that the biggest predictor was whether or not news preservation was part of an organization's mission. Organizations that had a written or formally acknowledged mission statement that committed them to preservation were the most successful.
All right, so how can someone find this report?
Well, the report is free. It's available on the RJI website. And in there, we've got 15 of our findings from our research, plus another 14 recommendations for how news organizations can improve their digital preservation practice.
All right, on behalf of RJI, I want to extend our gratitude to the University Libraries for partnering on this research, and our appreciation to the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation for providing the grant that made this project possible. Thanks for joining us today to learn more about this critical issue.